Bom dia! I am Alan, and I'm here with my wife Leslie, our son Wolf, and our dog Greer. We are from the United States and now live in Portugal on the beautiful Island of Madeira. We would like to thank all of our subscribers for being here. And for anyone new, we hope to earn your subscription today. In today's video, we meet with Sandra Fernandes. She is the co-head of immigration at VCA Law Firm and managing partner at SJF Immigration and Investments. VCA is a full-service company comprised of 25 lawyers to help with immigration covering taxes, visas, NIFs, bank accounts, investments, etc. Sandra's team helps with the steps you will be taking throughout the process and will collaborate with you on the pieces you need help with. Her contact information is listed in the description of the videos.
When we first met Sandra, she was on the Island of Madeira visiting family and agreed to meet with us for coffee. We hit it off right away and spent a couple hours learning about her life, company, and how she approaches working with people to immigrate. Sandra, can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Hi, thank you for inviting me today. It's my pleasure to be here. Well, what can I say about myself? So I have a long career as a lawyer and attorney for you, 32 years of attorney, and I started as in property and corporate law. But as soon as the Golden Visa program was in place, and that was back at the end of 2012, I was told about the program, so I studied immigration law, and because it was based on investment, that's how I got into immigration based on investment. And I was fascinated because it was about people. So it's all about people and helping people to have a residential program. It can be to move immediately. If we're talking about the D7 program, we'll go there, or the Golden Visa as a kind of a plan B in their lives. And I'm still working and very passionate about this subject.
Okay. So, as you said, you're a lawyer, and we know that you currently focus on immigration to Portugal, which is exactly what we're all trying to do. We're talking about what our channel, goes towards. So what can you say to someone as to why they would hire an immigration lawyer versus doing it themselves or something?
Well, we are at the moment, and what we do is is from A to Z, meaning whenever someone decides, and there's a lot of questions going on, they need to clarify a lot of different issues, and we can really assist not only on the consultancy area, and that's why we can talk a little bit later about the consultancy project, but we can help in terms of the consultancy and try to make sure that they are doing the right decision for themselves and their families. So we have to go through the different immigration programs that are out there and what would be the correct one, first of all, that they should follow. And after that, we can assist, of course, with everything that is needed on the legal side to apply, whether it is the immigration programs that imply moving to Portugal or the Golden Visa ones. And we're just doing absolutely on everything that is legally required to follow either of the programs, and that's it. So that's why we are here. I mean, we assist, as I believe I told you, not only on the NIF creation, bank account opening remotely. Sometimes there are some compliance a bit more demanding than others. We are, very close to the banks and help them sort out what is necessary, help throughout the investment on the Golden Visa case, especially on the Golden Visa, and explain what that means and what entails, choosing one investment, as compared to the other. So we can go. It's really a one-stop shop. That's what we are doing, and we do understand the law and the procedure. We've been working on this for years and years.
We are here on a D7 visa. Can you explain what a D7 visa is and what are the steps to apply for one?
D7 visa?
Yeah.
Well, the D7 visa is actually, the D7 is the name of the form, but it was marketed, more marketed, that's what we can say, about 3 years ago, in a more intensive way. And what the D7 is all about, proving that there is money in Portugal and there is a residency, a long-term residency in Portugal, and there is a will to move to Portugal. And those who can apply and they will be eligible, are those who can prove that they have a regular income coming in. So they don't only have savings, and then they can prove at least that they have minimum 1 year of the Portuguese minimum salary in the Portuguese bank account, but also that they receive on a regular basis some income that will be enough for them to live in Portugal. That's the main thing about the D7, is having a residency, some savings, and a regular income that will be enough to live in Portugal. That's the main thing.
We have a lot of confusion in what is the length of a residency that they need to have, or
yes,
what is currently being required.
I mean, it's been the same for years, but I don't know how the confusion, or I have some idea, but why is there some confusion? The law is very clear. What the law states is, in every temporary residency term, I'm talking about the temporary residency of the D7, those who move to Portugal, the minimum, we don't have the minimum, the law states the minimum time out without any justification. So in each residential term, which means the applicant will get 2 years on the first when he applies, and then when it renews, it will be a 3-year period. In each of this time period, they can be out of Portugal up to 8 months, okay, up to 8 months without any justification, and it cannot be more than 6 months in one row. So this is what the law states. But the law also allows that if that person needs to be out, either for family reasons, a social event, a cultural event, or professional reasons. And when we say professional, there's no really, of course, it's not having a job, full-time job in another country all the time, of course. But a professional reason can be, a workshop, a consultancy project, promoting some project. There's a lot of ways to justify a professional activity, and that is what whoever decides going through this route should be able to do if they need to be out of the country for more than 8 months in one residential term.
Okay, so the next question that takes us to, we started our D7 process 6 months out, which gave us plenty of time to calmly get from point A to point B. Everybody's timeline is different.
Yes.
If someone contacted you now, and now is the beginning of October from a video perspective, would they be able to get here or be approved to come here by the end of December or January? Or is that, what is the
norm? So we usually say that when they contact us at the beginning, we need to open the bank account remotely. That can take a bit more time. So we should at least count 3 weeks to 1 month to have everything sorted out, have the bank account open, transfer the money to the Portuguese bank account. Of course, the residency, has to be sorted out as well. They need to have a residency, long-term. If it's a lease, it's a long-term lease, at least 1 year of lease agreement. So they should get that, let's say, during 1 month. If we get that's another challenge. If depending where they are in the world and even in the US, we need to, of course, get an appointment at the BFES office or at the consulate, depending where they are. And if we can get those appointments quite early, in 1 month from the moment they contact us, they can submit the application at that date. So let's say again in 1 month, the visa should be approved in 2 months, 3 months. Sometimes we have many clients from US specifically that they get the visa. I don't know if it was your case, in less than 2 months, in more than between 1 to 2 months. It really depends where the person is located in the world, and specifically, and also in US. So if they can get, let's say, in 2 months, that means that if in 3 months, there's a possibility that in 3 months, getting a residential visa like you got for 4 months. And that means being able to fly to Portugal and already lived in Portugal.
Yeah.
The appointment, as you know, there'll be a second stage, which is the appointment at the immigration department, which we never know exactly when that is. Within those 4 months, it can be at the beginning, middle, or the end. We've seen it all. So, but there's no problem. They will be legally in Portugal while waiting for the appointment. And after the appointment, 1 month later, more or less, they should be receiving the residence permit card.
Yes, and that's a very exciting day, so that you'll know.
I know, I've witnessed it. So the Golden Visa program is all about getting a residency through investment, and it was designed for those who cannot move immediately to Portugal, those who want to who see this residence program as a plan B in their lives. As I said, they might be able to come, but they want the clock start running. They want the clock of a residential program start running while they're still working, or their family cannot move to Portugal. There are other people that are seeing Portugal as a door to Europe. So it's also, they do the investment, they don't have to be, they live in another country, but they want to have a residency in Europe. They start by Portugal, but they know they will be able then to have later on, even through permanent residency or citizenship, be able to move to another European country. So we have both clients. I mean, we have both situations. So it all started also by opening a bank account. So in terms of procedure, is similar to the D7 at the beginning, but then they need to choose one eligible investment. And there are several eligible investments. And once they choose, they need to pay for that investment, the minimum amount that the law states, so that they can then prove that they're already not only chosen, they purchased the whatever is the asset that they choose, and they've paid the minimum amount that is necessary. With that, we will be able to start the application. The difference between all the other immigration programs and the Golden Visa is that the Golden Visa, we can work here in Portugal. They don't need to start outside Portugal, so we can start here as long as we can prove all the investment part, and we also can prove that the money came from abroad to the Portuguese bank account and from the Portuguese bank account to the seller. So there's a lot of documentation that we will have to get, of course, not only related to the investment, related to the financial part, etc. But as soon as we also receive the personal documentation, the criminal report and other personal documentation, when we're talking about family, we can then start the application, submit the application, and wait for the validation. There's two different stages. One is the validation of the Golden Visa, and another one will be an appointment for the biometrics, where we will also deliver the original of the documents that were first submitted on the platform, the first stage, and then wait for the final approval and get the resident permit card as well. The big difference between the Golden Visa and all the other programs is definitely the minimum stay. The Golden Visa only requires 14 days in each 2-year period. The Golden Visa is still 2 years. So the different terms, it's always 2 years nowadays. It's 2 years plus 2 when you renew, and another 2. So it's a 6-year program at the moment.
At this point, we want to thank you for your time today.
Thank you for your time, and we're so glad that we met you on our journey.
Oh, absolutely.
Appreciate it very much.
Okay. Thank you for having me and for inviting me. It's my pleasure.
Please give us your thoughts in the comments below. We have made the process of connecting with us for a one-on-one meeting or to receive access to our trusted vendor listings simpler. Everything is now available in our Patreon. Our Patreon link and many of the websites or contacts we talk about can be found in the description of our videos. We hope you will continue to come along with us on our new adventure. We are grateful for the opportunity that we've been given. Life is short. We should have done this sooner. Please subscribe, like, and hit the notification bell to help us grow. The next stage in your life is a journey. Enjoy it.